It's Black History Month, and this is part 3 of my series looking at some of my favorite black characters in horror movies. Let's get started. In my opinion, 28 Days Later from 2002 is one of the best and most important horror films of the 21st century, and it simply would not be the same without Selena, as played by Naomie Harris. Selena is a fighter, tough, ruthless, and willing to do whatever it takes to survive, even if that means taking out those closest to her if they are unfortunate enough to be infected by the rage virus. But Selena is not a one-note character. She also has a soft, feminine side, as by film's end she falls in love with Jim and becomes a mother figure to the recently orphaned Hannah. Now so far, most if not all of the characters I've focused on in this series have been brave or heroic in some way. But some characters in horror movies are just meant to play the victim, as is the case with Maureen, played by Jada Pinkett Smith in Scream 2. Now at first glance, Maureen is a bit unlikable. She seems cold and cynical, and she does not like horror movies. She's annoyed that her boyfriend has brought her to one. But eventually she comes around and starts to show warmth and affection towards him, and even starts to get into the movie. I'm going to be honest though, none of this is why I like the character. Sometimes in a horror movie you just like a character because of how they meet their end. And Maureen's unaliving is one of the most memorable and iconic in the entire Scream franchise. And that brings me to the final character on today's list, Brenda Meeks from the Scary Movie franchise. Now listen, I know this is a bit of a cheat because these aren't exactly horror movies, but I'm going to allow it because when it comes down to it, the Scary Movie films are essentially love letters to the horror genre. And as far as I'm concerned, Brenda Meeks, as played by the incredible Regina Hall, is an honorary horror icon, because she is the most hilarious character in this franchise, which makes her the best character in this franchise. Alright, that's it for part 3. Parts 4 and 5 will be coming out in a few days, so I hope you'll come back and check them out. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.